My dear, I had a reading done. They saw your soul cracked open, but still shining fierce and unbroken. I had a reading done. They whispered you carry storms no one dares to name. The reading revealed you're a beautiful mess of shattered hopes and unspoken prayers. They said your heart beats in rhythms only silence understands. You are so much more than what they see, an invisible constellation in human form. The reading told me your wounds are not scars, but maps to unseen strength. You are a secret storm, quietly wrecking the walls you built around yourself. They saw your soul bleeding light. Darkness can't hold what shines like that. Your pain is a rare language, spoken only by those who've survived heartbreak. You carry love like wildfire, too fierce for some to ever hold. The reading whispered, you're a fragile fortress, crumbling only to protect new growth. You are so deeply broken, yet whole in ways the world won't understand. They said you hide your tears behind smiles that nearly crack the sky. The universe revealed you walk through shadows with a light that blinds grief. Your silence is a prayer louder than any scream you've ever swallowed. They saw a heart so bruised, it bleeds wisdom instead of blood. You are the heartbreak that teaches love to be fierce, raw, and honest. The reading told me your soul burns with the fire of untold truths. You are a rare storm that rebuilds worlds while tearing others down. They saw in you a quiet rebellion against the pain meant to break you. You are a magnet for love and destruction, sometimes at the same time. Your soul is a library of secrets too sacred to share with strangers. The reading revealed your spirit is older than your broken dreams. You are the echo of every prayer whispered in the dead of night. They told me your heart beats with the rhythm of lost angels' wings. You are so much fire and silence, tangled in one trembling breath. The reading said your pain is a sacred wound, a portal to healing. You carry love like a ghost, seen only by those brave enough to look. They saw in you a universe collapsing just to create something new. Your soul is a battlefield where hope and despair wage silent wars. The reading whispered, you are a story of love rewritten through heartbreak. You hold sorrow like a sacred flame, unwilling to let it burn out. They said your wounds are the fingerprints of a life fiercely lived. Your silence is a hymn sung by souls too fragile to speak aloud. The reading revealed you carry a beauty carved from pain's deepest corners. You are a tempest disguised as calm, ready to shake foundations unseen. They saw your love like a wildfire, destructive, healing, and impossible to contain. Your soul holds secrets even angels hesitate to whisper. The reading told me your heart is a galaxy, vast, mysterious, untamed. You are so raw, even the universe pauses to catch its breath around you. They said your scars shine brighter than the stars trying to outshine you. Your pain is a sacred song, sung only in the quiet moments of night. The reading revealed you're the fragile balance between breaking and becoming. You carry a love too fierce to be caged by human fears. They saw in you the strength to survive 1,000 heartbreaks and still smile. Your soul is a poem written in the ink of midnight tears. The reading whispered, "You are a light born from the darkest shadows." You hold heartbreak like a sacred artifact, fragile, powerful, unforgettable. They said your spirit dances between ruins, finding beauty in broken things. Your silence speaks louder than words ever could, an anthem for the unseen. The reading told me you are a paradox of pain and radiant hope. You carry storms inside you that others only dream of surviving. They saw your love as a wild thing, untamed by promises or past wounds. Your soul is a labyrinth where only the bravest find sanctuary. The reading revealed your heart's secret language is written in stars. You are the echo of a love too deep for time to erase. They said you wear your heartbreak like a crown, unbreakable, sacred, real. Your pain is a quiet rebellion against a world that never understood you. The reading whispered, "You are a phoenix, rising, burning, becoming. You carry love like a flame, lighting the darkest parts of yourself." They saw your soul as a sacred wound that holds the power to heal. Your silence is a sanctuary for all the words you never dared speak. The reading told me you are the calm after every storm you survived. You are so much more than your heartbreak, a universe waiting to explode. They said your heart beats in rhythms only the broken truly know. Your love is a wild river, deep, relentless, impossible to control. The reading revealed you hold secrets that could shatter worlds and rebuild them. You are the whisper of hope in a room full of lost souls. They saw your pain as a sacred passage leading you to rebirth. Your soul is a flame that burns despite the coldest nights. The reading whispered, "You carry a love too big for one lifetime. You are a masterpiece, painted with the colors of heartbreak and healing." They said your scars tell stories no words could ever capture. Your silence is the loudest truth you've ever spoken to the universe. The reading told me your heart is a wild garden growing through ruins. You hold love like a secret meant only for the stars to hear. They saw your soul as a sacred flame that refuses to die out. Your pain is a river carving valleys of strength inside your spirit. The reading revealed you are a constellation of broken pieces shining bright. You are so much more than your scars, an eternal light ready to ignite. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. They said your love is a wild wind, changing everything it touches forever. Your silence hides the fiercest battles your heart has ever fought. The reading whispered, you are a soul made to rise again and again. You carry heartbreak like a fragile rose blooming through concrete cracks. They saw your pain as a sacred rhythm that teaches love to be honest. Your soul is a universe in flux, chaotic, beautiful, endlessly alive. The reading told me your heart holds more stories than a lifetime could tell. You are so raw, even the stars pause to witness your truth. They said your scars shine like beacons, guiding lost souls home. Your love burns like wildfire, destructive, healing, and impossible to cage. The reading revealed you carry strength forged in heartbreak's darkest fires. You are a sacred storm, quietly changing everything in your path. They saw your silence as a sacred song of survival and hope. Your soul is a sacred wound, beautiful, raw, and full of power. The reading whispered, you are a light that refuses to be dimmed. You carry love like a ghost, visible only to the bravest hearts. They said your pie is a portal to a deeper, fierce kind of love. Your silence speaks in volumes only broken hearts can truly hear. The reading told me you are a fire. Despite everything, you still burn. You are so much more than pain, a divine force rewriting your story. You are a storm of quiet power, unseen, unstoppable, endlessly becoming. They saw your soul like a fragile flame that refuses to flicker out. Your heartbreak is the birthplace of a love fiercer than before. The reading whispered, your pain is a sacred invitation to rise higher. You carry wounds that sing lullabies only your heart understands. They said your love is a wild tide, pulling souls into deeper truth. Your silence holds galaxies, vast, mysterious, endlessly patient. The reading revealed you are a sacred fire burning through old ghosts. You are so raw, even the moon envies your quiet strength. They saw your scars as constellations, each one guiding you home. Your soul dances on the edge of pain and fierce rebirth. The reading told me your heart is a wild garden blooming in ruins. You carry love like a secret storm, too fierce for calm waters. They said your silence is a prayer louder than any words you could say. Your pain is a sacred river carving paths no one else dares to walk. The reading whispered, "You are a phoenix, reborn through fire and ashes. You are the echo of every heartbreak that taught love's true shape." They saw your soul as a fragile fortress, strong enough to survive alone. Your love is a wildfire, unpredictable, consuming, impossible to contain. The reading revealed you hold the light that darkness could never steal. You are a sacred wound that blooms into fierce, unshakable strength. They said your silence holds the fiercest truths of all. Your heart beats in rhythms that only shattered souls know how to keep. The reading whispered, "You are a constellation of broken dreams and hope. You carry pain like a sacred song, healing even as it aches." They saw your love as a tidal wave, both beautiful and devastating. Your soul is a quiet revolution, rewriting the rules of love and loss. The reading told me your scars are the roadmaps to your salvation. You are so much more than broken, an infinite universe in motion. They said your silence is a fortress, protecting a soul too precious to lose. Your heartbreak is a fierce teacher, brutal yet endlessly kind. The reading revealed you carry a fire no storm can ever quench. You are a wild force, quietly breaking and rebuilding worlds within. They saw your soul as a fragile, relentless spark, refusing to die. Your love burns like a comet, rare, brilliant, impossible to ignore. The reading whispered, "Your pain is a sacred altar for rebirth. You carry silence like a shield and a weapon, both delicate and strong." They said your heart holds a universe of stories no one else can hear. Your soul is the quiet song of survival, sung through endless storms.